The Seahawks can clinch a playoff berth this weekend. Jen Mueller and John Boyle with key matchups for the game against the Washington football team. And let's start where everybody starts with this Washington club. And John, that is the pass rush. That front four is going to give the Seahawks pass protection a bit of a challenge.
Well, everyone's talking about their front four because they are very good. They've got pass rushers all over. It's not just the edge guys. Montez Sweat and #2 pick Chase Young are great, but their interior guys are really good too. They can bring pressure from all over, and that's a big reason why this Washington defense has played so well this year. 24 of their 40 sacks have come since week 7, so much like the Seahawks, they've been getting better as the season's gone along. Seahawks know they need to protect Russell Wilson. Could be a little tricky. They don't know yet if Brandon Shell, their starting right tackle, is going to be available. So whatever it takes, they're going to have to find ways to keep Russell Wilson upright.
Of course, the running game can help take a little bit of pressure off of that pass rush. Chris Carson becomes a key to this game, and the Seahawks in general are coming off their second highest rushing total of the season.
Exactly. You do not want to be one-dimensional about that pass rush we just talked about. And Chris Carson's been back for 3 games now, but last week was where it kind of really felt like he was back. They weren't really holding him back. He didn't get a ton of carries because that game got out of hand, but he looked great on the 12 carries he did have. He's averaging a career best 5.1 yards a carry, even though he's not getting as much work this year. He's matched his career high with 9 total touchdowns. When Chris Carson's going, this offense is better, and particularly against such a good pass rush, you want to get that going. On the other side, Washington has played really good defense overall and also against the run. However, it's been pretty obvious in wins versus losses how their run defense goes. In games they've won, they're only giving up 66.5 rushing yards per game. In games they've lost, that number balloons up to 142 rushing yards a game. So get the running game going, keep that offense pretty balanced so they can't tee off on Russell Wilson, and that'll help the Seahawks offense quite a bit.
And our last matchup is wide receiver against wide receiver, which is a little bit odd, but these are the 2 best receivers from that draft class a couple of years ago.
Exactly. That 2019 draft class had a bunch of guys going in the first round. DK Metcalf and Terry McLaurin were not among them. Metcalf at the end of the second round, McLaurin in the third round, and yet they've been the 2 most productive receivers of that class this season. Both are over 1,000 receiving yards. Both just play huge roles in their team's offenses. So whichever one of them can get going could go a long ways towards determining which offense has a better day overall. And especially for Washington, their leading rusher, Antonio Gibson, is doubtful. And if he can't go, you're going to have to lean on that passing game even more. So again, they won't match up against each other unless something weird's going on, which, hey, could be fun. But most likely it's going to be which one of these 2 dynamic second-year receivers can get going and get their offense going.
The Seahawks and Washington football teams square off Sunday morning. You can listen to the game on the Seahawks Radio Network, and make sure that you read everything John Boyle has for you on Seahawks.com.